William Hickman Ewing, Jr., Captain, U.S. Navy Reserve, retired. I got out of high school. I'm from Memphis. Went to Vanderbilt University on a Navy ROTC scholarship, which meant I had to do 2 months training every summer. So the summers of 61, 62, 63, I was on ships 2 of the summers on the Lake Champlain, which is the last straight deck carrier. They had just picked up the first astronaut. And, my last midshipman cruise was the summer of 63, and I was on a fleet oiler out of Japan and was there 2 months. And so when it came time to put the preference card in, I put auxiliaries, West Coast, and got my orders to the USS Vega, which is a refrigerated storage ship. I got there on July the 3rd, 1964, and August 2nd was the Tonkin Gulf incident. So we headed over. And so we basically did 4 months San Francisco, which is our home port, 5 months Westpac, Western Pacific. After the first cruise, they designated me to be in training to be the navigator. So I was the navigator on the ship, made 6 crossings of the Pacific using stars. We didn't have satellites back then. This is wooden ships and Iron Men era. But so I knew a lot about celestial navigation, and you know, when you're in close, you got to do regular. So I was on there from July 64 until July 66. I was an ensign and then lieutenant junior grade, and it was a lieutenant billet. Then there was a message that went out saying the Navy had acquired small craft called swift boats, and they were looking for volunteers, lieutenant junior grade, qualifications, hopefully officer of the deck, qualified, small boat experience, which I had none, but I was also the deck. So I volunteered, reported to Coronado, a Navy amphibious base, in August of 1966. Went through 9 weeks of swift boat training, which included, you probably already heard all this, but the hardest one was the week at SERE school, SERE, survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. And the one thing it taught you, you didn't want to get caught. And they didn't give you any food for a week. And you know, if you got through that, you get through about anything. And then 1 week at Camp Pendleton, they taught you to shoot every kind of weapon there was. Funny story, we were there, and the last thing, we had to throw a live grenade, and there was a little Marine warrant officer, about 5'4", all tattooed up, and he showed us how to do it, and he walked out a long way, and he said, this is the record that any student has ever thrown. And a guy did it 4 months ago, Lieutenant J.G. Roger Staubach, who was the Heisman Trophy winner. And then this little short Marine goes 15 more feet and says, this is my record. He's bad. Vietnamese, 2 weeks of Vietnamese language training. You learn basic, you know, on di dao, where are you going, on my dao, where do you live? I mean, you learn the basics, and then, but that stood us in good stead. By the time I left Vietnam, I could speak pretty good, because, you know, we'd stop thousands of boats. And then they taught you the small boats. And I had a crew of 5 enlisted men. I was Lieutenant J.G. I had a boatswain mate chief, Jim Mann, from Philadelphia. I had a first-class engineman, John Cox, from Wisconsin. A third-class torpedoman was my gunner's mate, Dennis Drinkwalter. All those guys stayed in, made it a career. Norm Bai was a radioman from Topeka, and Florentino Bejarano was a Mexican-American from Tucson, was our seaman. So we went through the training. We flew from Travis Air Force Base on November 8, 1966, landed in Saigon. We had been trained with 3 other crews, and we were good friends. And we hoped we would go to the same place, but we got to Saigon. They said, no, one's going to Da Nang, one's going to Cam Ranh, one's going to Vung Tau, one's going to Antoy. And these guys had never been on the West Coast. I'd been off the coast for 2 years. I said, I'll take Cam on.